Hello everybody, my name is Monster and welcome to episode 6 of Minecraft through the Spyglass. We are currently in alpha 1.0.6_03. In last episode, we obtained ourselves some of these cactuses that could be placed on any block and even could be placed floating in the air so we could see the underside or the inside texture of the cactus, which was pretty cool. In today's episode, we are going to be updating through multiple versions up until the Nether update because that'll be a video of its own. So we're just going to essentially update to the next version, see what new things we get, add any of the new stuff that we can to our builds, and then go to the next update and so on and so forth up until the Halloween update or the Nether update, whatever. The Nether, I think it's called the Halloween update. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy some alpha gameplay with me. So we will be stopping at specific versions while updating, one of those being 1.0.8, which adds cows, which obviously brings us leather, milk bucket, which isn't obtainable in 1.0.8, but it becomes obtainable obviously. And I don't know if they drop meat or not, but I'm mostly curious to see what's going to happen specifically with like the cactuses, if they're immediately going to be updated and break, or if they are going to stay because they are a placed block. So I'm very curious to see what happens with these. I'm really hoping that they stay, but we'll just have to see what happens. All right, so we are in 1.0.8. And this is going to be my first time loading it, and we're going to find out if the cactus block is going to be destroyed or if it's going to stay. And it stays. Now, that doesn't mean that it won't break eventually, but it is impressive to see that it is still here. But it looks like they're all going to stay as blocks for now. And now we need to just find cows, because that's what should be new in this version. So I'm gonna look around, see if I can't find some cows and kill a couple. And there's one right there. So let's just go ahead and get this guy, see if what he drops. Oh, the noise that they make is a little odd. Was not expecting it to sound like that when I hit it. They do drop the leather, which is new. So, I still can't believe they make that noise when you kill them. That is a funny sound. And now I think I'm gonna go ahead and just kill enough of the cows to make a full set of leather armor. Just so that we can have that and experience that for the first time. And then I think we're good to go to the next version. These might be faster than I thought they were going to be. So we're going to go ahead and try and make it all. At least I think I have enough. I hope I counted this right. Got helmet, chest plate, pants, and our boots. So we have a full set. And this is using actual leather instead of the wool. And we're just gonna put it over here in this chest. So that should be all that was introduced into alpha 1.0.8. Now we're going to be going to 1.0.11, which adds quite a few things. Okay, so we have loaded into 1.0.11, as you can see in the top left. This is also known as Secret Friday Update number 6. In this version, we are looking for reeds, or what is now called sugarcane, clay, and slimes. We can also craft paper, books, and bookshelves, but the bookshelves don't drop anything. We can also now get milk from cows. So I'm just gonna spend my time searching for those things, the clay, the slimes, and the reeds or sugarcane. And judging how long it took last time for me to find the cactuses, this might take a little while. So surprisingly enough, our house is just over this hill here, and I'm looking and I see reeds right at the bottom over there. So now I just have to figure out a way to get down and over to him. And it is turning night now, which makes me a little nervous because still no respawn. So anytime that we travel out like this to go find new stuff, it is very nerve-wracking. Just like this, we have reeds, which I guess there's no way of knowing that it's called reeds right now because you can't really look at it, but that's reeds. And is this clay? And we found clay right over the hill. Wow, this took not very long at all. So now all we are missing is slimes. Okay, so I was really far out and I had a bunch of clay and I had a bunch of mushrooms and I had a bunch of sugarcane, and I ended up getting turned around and I could not find my way back, and I did end up dying, so I had to go in another direction, which loaded more chunks, which I am a little stressed about, but I have made it back. I've got 24 clay balls melting into these bricks here, and then we'll turn them into actual bricks. And I don't have a lot, but I have some, and I want to try and use it in a way that you can see, but also doesn't use a lot of resources. So I think I'm going to put the clay here in my little pool area, and then I think I'm going to use the brick to just make a chimney come out the side of my house. And then of course the sugarcane I'm just going to plant out here for now and grow as much as I can so I don't ever have to go out to get any more. So I've gone ahead and placed the sugarcane around my build, just kind of here and there, just as little extra pieces of decoration. They are a lot brighter than I remember them being. They're very neon against everything else. I put the clay around my little pond here, and then I put the bricks up there kind of as a chimney, as you can see. And now I'm going to, I almost forgot that I can make paper now. So we'll go ahead and make some paper here. We can also create books, but it's a little different than what we're used to. It takes no leather, which is actually kind of broken. So we can just make books like this. And then I think we can create bookshelves. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. And we can create bookshelves. So we've got a little bit more to decorate with here. So with these bookshelves, I just made this nice little like, I don't know, reading nook under the stairs. Just with some oak planks in the bookshelves. The last thing we're missing from this version though is slime. And I think I might know where some might be, but I'm not exactly sure. And it looks like I am right. I am down here at the Unobtained Museum, and there are slime down here. So the spawn mechanics, from what I can tell, are just that they spawn at lower levels. But I think I read that they only split if you kill them using something other than a sword. And that's right, so if you use a sword on these guys, they don't split into smaller versions, which is really odd. I mean, it's nice, I guess, if you don't want them to like multiply, but that's an odd feature. I'm also wondering if this is going to create an issue with building the museum down here. I didn't even think about how there would be slimes. Oh my gosh. I'll have to see how long until they change the spawn mechanics of slime, because this is going to make it very difficult to place our unobtained blocks down here. So here we are in 1.0.14. I did want to show you guys that there is a block missing on the Minecraft logo here, which is due to a bug. Just a little interesting thing to look at. I also get more and more happy every time that we update and the cactus hasn't been broken. Now we're going to be on the lookout for chickens, eggs. We're going to make a jukebox, and the music discs 13 and cat have been added, but I don't know if we're going to be able to find those because skeletons killed by, or creepers killed by skeletons don't drop music discs yet. I do only have 2 diamonds, so one of these are going to go for a jukebox, which we will put in our house. So I have found and located some chickens here, and hopefully we'll just like wait around until one of these guys drop an egg. Hopefully. So I have hung around these chickens for probably a good 20 to 40 minutes, and none of them have dropped an egg, which makes me think that maybe they don't drop eggs yet. I've killed a couple just to make sure that they don't drop them when they're killed. So we're just gonna go ahead and update to the next version. Okay, so here we are in 1.0.17, and we can now craft fences, which means we can add a little bit more depth to our builds. Okay, which means we can add a little bit more depth to our builds. How are we gonna do that? I'm not sure yet. So I've added in some fencing here and there, kind of throughout all the little spots. I cleared out this tree farm I had going because I have one back there. Used that wood to make the fencing, and I think that's about everything in this version. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead and go to the next one. So we are now in 1.1, which is Secret Friday 9. And this one's a pretty good update for us because I have been struggling whenever we explore, but this will help a lot because now we can make a compass. And as we know, compass always points towards spawn. So now if we ever go out exploring, we'll always have a way to get back. Alright, so I didn't stay too long in that last version because it only added these compasses. But now we are in 1.1.1, which is Secret Saturday update. And in this one, we get fishing rods, but they don't have a purpose yet. We can just make them. And they also, if I remember correctly, stackable. So that's technically another unobtainable, and I will put this in the museum. I didn't do its own separate video because later on we will make, there will be a version where we can stack like basically every item. But we also get another really cool thing in this version, which is sneaking. So now we can finally sneak, which means that we don't fall off of our builds. So I think I might just spend some time building up this area a little bit more before I end the video. Alright, so I've decided that I think in each section I'm going to put some sort of indicator to let you know what section you're in. So for alpha, I just made this giant alpha sign, and then I added a second layer to the castle behind just for a little height difference and to make this area look a little bit more finished out. And I might turn it into something, I'm not sure yet. But I think for now, that's where I'm going to end this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!